Greetings, Shelpers. Thank you for joining me tonight for a Game Pass Variety stream. I know I said I was going to play Towerborn co-op, but it just didn't turn out that way. Hopefully next week. It's been a time here in the Penguin Turtle household, and what a time it has been. So let's see, audio accessibility. Let's see what accessibility is. Vibration is 0. I fucking hate vibration in my controllers. Alright, reduce screen shake is on. Reduce motion blur is on. Reduce damage flash is on. No fail mode is off. Will let me fail. Stamina restrictions. Audio puzzle assistant, sure. We'll try everything we can get our grubby little mitts on. Extra options. Speedrun mode, that's interesting. Combat difficulty is reduced. Yes. Yes, it is. We're going to try as best we can to fudge this for us. I've never played this before. Not once, not one little bit. So this one in particular is all new to me. People said it's like Zelda, so I don't know if I'm going to care for it or not. I like the second Zelda the best, so that gives you... But I hear like the top-down ones are really good, so. Okay, so far all I can do is walk. Well, he's got me beat on that one. Okay, those are like the weirdest little tiny trees ever. They're like little scrub brushes against his bod, or their bod. So I hope everyone's been doing okay and had a nice weekend. I tried to take it easy kind of because sister was over on Friday and we worked on her like more stuff for her impending business, so that was pretty cool. We got her some like concrete details on her social media presence because her business plan said like certain times a week for okay, A is a dodge roll. Wait, I did something with the camera otherwise. But yeah, if my power goes out, the stream stops. We've been having storms today. We've had a lot of rain this week in general, so it's been very kind of complicated that way. Okay, what does it say? Okay. Left trigger. And then what? And then what, Lord? Was I supposed to pick up a sword or something at one point? Let's go back downstairs, because either I'm missing combat or I cannot do combat. Okay, that's a left bumper issue. That's not correct. Okay, maybe it's down there. Hold on. Because maybe I'm just too stupid to know how to play this game. Okay, that's the filler up station, I suppose. Okay. Oh my god, I can't believe this. I'm not gonna know how to fight. This is gonna be so bad. Maybe I have to dodge into this thing. Yeah, because I can't get down. But yeah, husband and I have been playing Zombie Army 4. So that's why we wanted to play it for you on Friday. We just got through chapter 3 with a large ass tank, so that was quite a feat for us. Our game actually had glitched, and what had started out as fine, we had died, and then when we came back, the tank wouldn't respawn, and then the thing they told us to like restart wouldn't restart. Like there was no option at all. Yeah, so it was kind of a difficult thing. Okay, I swear. It says to target. There's nothing to hit with. Hang on a minute. Oh, no, that's not an enemy either. I can do it. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I have to run for now. Although there was a sign back there. But yeah, maybe I have to run back. Hold on. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing wrong in this game. I'm thinking I have to ignore people until it gets to a certain point, and then That looks like a win eventually. I'm gonna say that I'm gonna just get going and hope for the best. Oof. There is a no fail mode though, so if worst comes to worst, it says go this way, but I don't believe it necessarily. Nope. I should not have believed. I was deceived. What does the fox say? Quit lying to me, game. That's what the fox says. Oh man, let's see what's up here. Okay. I wanted to actually, you know, fight and get a sword or something, but we'll be fine. Wait a minute, we're not in English? Or is this like...
It's like an in-game language thing.
It's an in-game language, okay. I will say okay. Okay. I was like having a time at first. I was like, what in the Freemasonry? Okay, I don't know what I just did there. Maybe opened up that one weird way. I'm already gonna be losing my way. So yeah, we've been playing Zombie Army and enjoying it. We've also played Towerborn by ourselves and we've liked it. Meaning off stream by ourselves. So we were gonna play that for you again. It's just been so messed up. Okay, so tomorrow I have my cancer scan, which I have every year. Don't be scared. When you are a cancer survivor, you have to get... There's a door open down here. You have to get that door open down there. But you have to get a scan every year. If you've been declared cancer free, you still could have cancer again because your body is like, your body is too happy with itself. Oh yes, I can hit stuff now. Okay, not that Lord. Wait, did I just equipped it without knowing what I was actually doing. Okay, that works for me. Wait, I can equip it to any slot? Oh, that's actually pretty helpful. I'll keep it on B for now, though. I say, you know what? Fuck that. Okay, new plan. I actually hit X, and then I was like, oh, yeah, okay, B will work. Yeah, okay, right. But now we got it. Now we can be a menace to society. But yeah, so I'm supposed to go get my scan tomorrow. And that's like, let's say an hour from home, sort of, kind of. And that's all well and good at first, but then they have this new, like, relay system for your... Oh, that's where I washed up, damn it. They have this new relay system for where you call. So instead of me calling up Fantastic Rides Plus and being like, hey, I know you, I've liked you, I've worked with you, can you give me a ride to this place? And they're like, sure, it's all scheduled, your arrival time will be like estimated for like 3 o'clock, and then that means I'd have to get up and, you know, if they arrive at my place at 3 p.m. to come get me, I know I have to be ready at, like, let's say 2, because, you know, hour, something like that, right? Okay, fine, great. Whatever. But now there's this new place, and I have to call them and then get them to set it up, and then they have to have their person schedule it, so they have their caller. So let's say their phone person. Then they have a scheduler, so then they have to give it to their scheduler, and then they have to call around for different places, and then they have to call that place as a caller, and then their scheduler, and it's like there are at least 4 or 5 people in this chain where stuff can get really fucked, like really easily. And they put me with a new place, even though I said I prefer the other place. And so I have somebody new picking me up tomorrow, and this place, for good or evil, is not easy to find for people who live out of town. And so we might have that happen. And then they called me yesterday and they're like, well, you have a ride for tomorrow at such and such time. I'm like, yes, thank you, I know. I don't know what that does. Why I can make it go from day to night, I have no idea. Maybe something only exists at night, I have no idea. There's a key, right? Is that the key? Cool. That's pretty. I am now a spirit fox. Can I still hit people? I can. You can hit people in heaven, Shelpers. Your favorite pastimes will not be denied. Just like a piñata. Oh my goodness, it's getting smaller and smaller. Don't do this to me. Okay, I can't free that, whatever that is. Let's try to go up this way. Because I have to bypass the graves or whatever those are. Alright, yep. Here we go. Oh, I think this is our first puzzle, and I think this is where they're gonna lose me already. Can I hit that? No, but I can hit A on it. Okay, that's not bad. I guess all I have to do is hit the two different things for now. I thought they were gonna give me some kind of puzzle and I was gonna sit here crying until it was time to switch games. I'm not good at puzzles in a game like that. I don't mind puzzle games when it's like Tetris or whatever, but when you put puzzles in games, my brain is like sideways on that. It's like definitely not. I just can't walk around in the universe for no purpose or reason. That's sad. So yeah, anyway, the new van relay system called me a couple times at like 7 in the morning and they're like, you have an appointment at 3 p.m. And it's like, yeah, but when are you coming to get me? And then they called this morning and they're like, well, the van service is going to come and get you at 5 a.m. for a, or yeah, 5 a.m. for like whatever the hell time. And it's like, you're going to give me a 3 to 5 hour window to come get me? Are you joking me? So then I had to call the relay service and be like, hey, I did not actually get a time. I need to know when I'm going to wake up. So then they had to contact their scheduler and be like, yeah, it's around this time. But it sounds like that's what I'm going to have to do every time. And then the woman's like, do you have the app? And I'm like, no, we couldn't log me into the app. Well, we figured out the problem with the app. And I'm like, okay, yes, that's great. And here I look on the app and they don't have like ETAs either. It's just the time I set for when I had to be there. So it's like, why are we doing this to me? Why? What's going on? Sealed forever. Well, forever is an awfully long time. That's a little amamoose. All right. Let's go off this way. Okay, there's music coming out of there. Let's see if we can... We cannot do anything else here. We will march our cute little butt over here, I guess. But yeah, I just thought this would be kind of a trial game. I didn't think I would be playing it the whole time. I'm not. This is not a game that screams Toluca, if you know what I'm saying. I mean outside of... Never mind. I'm trying to be not as X-rated as normal. But I was gonna say, but Joss might have something to say about screaming Toluca, isn't it? Anyway. It's fine. But yeah, I had to call around today, and I'm really like upset about this whole freaking thing. And it's like one of the only saving graces is the people at the new relay services are kind. They're kind people. Yay for that. And the other thing that I have to say a positive thing is, with new trials and tribulations, P-Just is going with me. So, okay, what does this do? Okay, I don't know what that is. It looks like a mailbox. Who would have a mailbox for a fox washed up on a beach? That's really strange. Okay. Hero's grave. Okay. Who wants to make a stop at the hero's grave? Bring the trail mix and beef jerky. So yeah, I've been fit to be tied today. And then I wrote a long email to my insurance person because she's like, do you need help scheduling a ride? And I'm like, no, but here's what's been going on. And she's like, oh yeah, they had a meeting with us and they said some people are getting like a lot of messages about remembering their rides and some people aren't getting any at all. And I'm like, that is not the problem here, Just. That is not. And I'm already running out of things to do in this game. Let's turn it to night and then see what happens. I can't whack the door open, I don't think. Let me see if I can. How do I get over to some of these places? I have a feeling we're going to be changing games really freaking soon. Because, yeah, I am so not good at navigation. Oh, I didn't know it would open up. I thought I had to... Does that mean I lose my stick? Nope, guess not. I can brute force my way into anything though, I guess. Okay, I guess we picked up a comic book. Oh god, there's like, okay, it's telling me about magic points and equipment and focusing and oh boy. Yeah, that sounds like pain. Let's go. We can't focus, we have no focus. So it's just been a really rough go of it for this kind of thing. And I'm already upset when I have to do my cancer scans every time. And then to throw on top of it this phone system thing. By the way, they had this phone system thing for the insurance before, right? And one of the reasons why I got this new program, well, it's not new, I've been on it like 12 years, but the reason I actually went to the medical program I did, the insurance program I did, where I have the case manager and everything, is because of this fucking program before. They were so bitchy and so inconsistent, I actually lost out on needed medical care and I ended up in the hospital because they did not do their jobs. And now they're just like, oh yeah, Toluca, get fucked, you're gonna have to deal with them again, like everybody is. And it's like, didn't you remember what happened last time? Apparently it doesn't matter. I actually said to my insurance person, I almost feel like y'all are trying to either like kill us outright by denying us medical care for incompetent rides and whatnot, or you are trying very hard to get us to not want to schedule rides anymore. Because if this is the way it's gonna be, and then the one person was like, well, just get ready an hour before you're supposed to be there. And I'm like, okay, my one thing next week is like, let's say 3 hours away. I'm sure 1 hour away is, or 1 hour is gonna do great. I'm really sure. So yeah, it's just been a lot. And like I said, I already deal with bullshit of anxiety and stuff, you know, going there. And I mean, I've dealt with this a lot, but you know, getting on the scan table is not easy for me. They have to put me in that stupid Hoyer lift because I can't transfer by myself. And there's that fun in a can. And then I have to be scanned and I have to stay still. And I have chronic pain, so again, fun, great. And then I have to wait for the results, and then I have to go like 3 hours away on next Tuesday just to hear whether or not I'm okay for another year, or if my body has decided to betray me again and give me a third type of cancer. Like I said, thankfully I have been clean and good and everything like that. They learned different things about me though, like how I'm starting to get little like tears and stuff that in my arteries that are filling up with plaque and stuff because, you know, you get old and cholesterol and everything, but you get the small little divots that fill up with plaque because you have stress. And I'm just thinking to myself, yeah, stress, imagine that. I don't know. I'm going to check in there again, make sure there's nothing else in there. Because I don't want to skip something, because that door looks like it's not openable right now. Let's make sure everything else is fine. I wish there was a run button. I think I did the down and around before. I'm not sure. I'm just gonna have to keep looking and make sure. Because when I'm done here, I just want to be done here unless they have me come back later. I've been backtracking a lot in Banishers. I'm actually finally continuing the main story. I didn't know the people who did Banishers were the same people who did the like Life is Strange games. That is something else. But I hear the stories and those are decent. Oh, there's a ladder. I did not see it before. I'm kind of silly. Okay. I don't know what that did besides change it from day to night again. Who stole my battleship? Okay, that fell down, so I can no longer get back up. So that means I've done everything I can in this world. Alright. Deeper forests. I don't know who's carving, like, elaborate stone staircases into the mountainside, but I'm not complaining. It's just really weird. Oh boy. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Okay, well, I did put the combat on easy. So, this is just for now an allegation, but there is a pop singer by the name of Katy Perry who was accused of assault on another lady. I think another lady, but could just be a person, like a non-binary male, I don't know. But apparently, this person said that she rubbed part of her onto this other person and did so until the person vomited on them. So yeah, that is definitely SA if the story is true, and I really hope they investigate, because it doesn't matter who you are, it doesn't matter who you do it to, wrong is wrong. So, and then people are like, no, there's no way she did that, that's not what happened. And it's like, were you there? Do you know? I mean, yes, false allegations, they do happen, of course they do. Very rarely, but they do. People make it sound like it's half false allegations, and it's not. It's like only like 2 to 5% or so are like false allegations to begin with. But one of the things is when people say like trust or believe victims, people are like, oh, that means you should believe them without any kind of evidence or anything. No, it means trust but verify. Don't treat them like they're a criminal. Don't treat them like they're, you know, they were asking for it. Nothing like that. I guess I heal with that. That's what I get out of that. But yeah, it's a trust but verify situation. So I hate it when people say, oh, it means you can't ask questions, it means you can't investigate. No, it does not mean that. It doesn't mean that at all. Okay, that's a left trigger thing. Okay. How do I can't do anything with that yet. So I think I have to go back down then. So I don't think there's any way around here unless I'm wrong. Nope, I can't jump down. This is kind of an interesting game. If I didn't mind getting lost every 2 seconds, and you know, this is fairly slow paced unless it's just me. Let's climb back in. At least the ladder didn't die. But yeah, it doesn't matter who you are. You should be investigated, and if you're found to have been doing wrong, then you should be punished for it. It doesn't matter if you're some person on the street or if you're a billionaire, it doesn't matter. And I know that that's quite the statement in the world we live in, but it's true. It's just, you know, I don't think we should have different justice systems for different people. I think we should all be subjected to the same. Can I get down here? No. Okay, let's do it. I don't know what I'm... Okay. Face your adversaries. Alright. I was gonna say, does that mean I had like a bunch of different... But it's probably just them telling me how to like do the lock on. Which they've been telling me how to do, so... But yeah, it's just been very, very stressful. Okay, and I cannot swipe down the tree. Can I go this way? I cannot. I can go up, though. I cannot. Wait. Okay, I'm silly. There has to be, like, something going on in here. Can I push these? Because they don't look like trees. I don't think I can smack them into oblivion. Shut tight the jaws. Okay, this is not the way to go, apparently. Nope. The ladder's on a different side. If it is, I'm gonna cry because I'll probably forget where it is. Alright, can we go down? Not really. Alright, let's go this way. There's a big arrow. Surely it's where I'm supposed to be. And then I'm gonna have to backtrack later. Oof. Wham. Wham. There we go. That was weird. If you hear me cry out once in a while, don't worry about it. My shoulder is taking a beating lately. I did not injure it. I think whatever is going on with my body is just hating me. I have something wrong with my immune system where it attacks me, but they're not sure what it is yet. So I'm gonna have to go see a specialist. And I've known this for a long time, that my immune system is like, nope, hate her, don't know her, don't like her, she doesn't go here. But they've never actually done anything like extensively with the knowledge, so this will be the first time they boot me off to like a rheumatologist. That's gonna be a talk with my other provider next month, so. You know, I do sound like a 90-year-old woman when I talk about all this shit. Because over and over, it's just the way it is. Okay, can I get up here? Nope. Alright, I think I'm stuck again. And I think I'm just gonna, like, turn him off and turn on something different. He's just... This poor little fox deserves better than me trying to, like, move him around and fix everything in the world and whatnot. I'm not good at getting lost all the time, so... That's the end of Tunic for now. I'm gonna try something else. Something that does not require me to know every nook and cranny of everything, hopefully. This isn't gonna be as long of a stream because of everything going on and having to get ready, and I have to stop eating before midnight, so that means I'm gonna have to grab dinner before that time period and everything. And you're gonna be like, well, haven't you eaten already? No, we ate at like 3 or something, and then I'll eat around 11 or whatever. I think that's kind of what happens. Oh wait, I didn't let the thing play. Essentially, you need to like save the world again, I think. But yeah, we thought this would be a great game. It's made by... I don't honestly remember the people who made a game we like, but it's not that great, apparently. Okay, which team made this one? I don't remember. And we get more people as we go along, but
I have a blade.
for now I'll be this person who's the elf with the blade.
Magic molded our civilization. For generations, the Root Sisters watched over Talam, assisted by the rituals we shared. But our ways were not without risk.
Matriarchy, yay!
Knowledge tore
Oh yeah, the Streets of Rage people. And this is kind of a letdown.
of Yeldrin.
It's not horrible,
Azra, the Conqueror, raised
but it just kind of feels blah.
outlawing magic.
Solid but blah, I guess you could say.
A merciless war started, spanning many years on
There's Kermit. Someone encapsulated and captured him.
Only a few of us remain. We are all that stands against Azra's tyranny. Keeping the flame of hope burning for revenge.
That almost looks like Ironclad from
Will this
Slay the Spire.
cast its shadow upon us?
Okay. Global happenings this past week truly showcase that there are diamonds in the trees and pentagrams in the... And my shell is blocking part of it. Hi, Shy Guy. How are you? I hope you're okay.
Let's save Mother!
Let's save Mother, motherfucker. Yep, we're gonna get there. I did not know if you didn't have a second player, you still had the second player.
So be it.
Because B just is not following me. Okay, strike and skill. Yeah, my skill is like a big ol'... It's a hard strike. So it's like soft and hard hit.
Be careful when you jump down.
Alrighty, that's fine. A to jump. Okay, attacks charge mana when they hit. That sounds about right. Most games have that kind of system. Yeah, and the combat just isn't like... In Towerborn, I think there's more of a... like differential between moves and stuff. I don't know. Alright, trigger to perform Arcana. There we go. I cannot come out of the air. That is cool.
Wield your arcana always delights me, my sister.
Yeah, they're all born of the mother, so they're all siblings, essentially. I don't think I need that. Okay. Oh yeah, these things. I hate these things. They like have a shock radius. Okay, dodge. Or deflect, rather. Yeah, you grab them when you just stay in place, too. That is the shock radius I was referring to.
Crimson Order will set reinforcements soon.
It won't matter if we reach Mother before then.
I'm sorry you've been sick. Yeah, I haven't been sick. It's just all this stuff with the appointments and everything. And wondering if they're gonna take me and how it's gonna go and...
Our comrades are in position.
Yep, I can run. I can ninja run. But yeah, I am gonna get Tomodachi Life, by the way. Husby and I decided we would do our anniversary stuff early. And then on the day of, just do like a little something. So, I'm allowed to have Tomodachi Life, excuse me, around release day. So, and he is getting a new headset.
My children, so there is still hope.
I do like the comic book style though.
Essence, break them.
So, that is good. But yeah, I do feel like And we bought like Raven's Watch a while back, and that one has like a lot more. I know it's top down, but the characters have more personality and stuff too, it seems like. Okay, here we go. I get to choose. Okay, let's see. Fiery Arcana or Burning Strike. I'll take Burning Strike because you do strike more often than Arcana, I believe. So that's the detail on that one. Yeah, and the dwarf has fisticuffs shit. I knew it was coming, and yet... Did I dodge? Did I try? No, of course not. Yeah, this is a beat-up, and it's decent. It's just... I don't know, there's something lacking about it. Like, I don't know if it's like the amount of characters. I don't know if it's like the different stuff you're allowed to do. I'm not sure. I love that the mother's just like really pregnant and still like battling through all this. Like, girl, I can't even manage a 10-minute exercise, and here you're pregnant trying to save the world, man. See you later. Yeah, I actually made B-Just off stream and or off video, and it was fun. I'm gonna try to refine him and start the island over on the demo, but I don't think I'm gonna do a whole playthrough of it, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play some of it on stream, and then like every once in a while I'll just drag it out and show you my progress and stuff, because I'm trying to make a bunch of Miis for my Switch before the game comes out, so that I don't have to worry about trying to do it like every time they introduce a new character. I forget how you heal in this game already. Ooh, Dommy Daddy. Oh boy. Oh no, I don't know how to revive or heal up. Damn it. I was like, shit. But since it's like a roguelike beat 'em up situation, we do unlock stuff.
You gave your life for me. I give it back, true to our pact. Azra wants to muzzle magic. He must fall so that Talam can flourish again.
She's like a living tree.
His control of magic is too strong.
That's what it looks like from this angle.
Give birth as long as he rules. You'll have to weaken him. Claim his great towers, disrupt the stream of his power.
Yeah, you have to like break apart 4 towers or something. Which reminds me of the book we read for book club, actually.
Give him rest.
Okay, do I have to do something with her or not? Okay, this is not where we level up then. I think it's out here more.
Glory to you. She'll praise the blessed mothers. Death.
Oh yeah, apparently there's a lot of mothers.
Your mother bears life. She is the first root sister to do so. It's a good omen, like this old tree. I may be waning.
I wonder if he joins us eventually.
Beyond the altar, you will reach Granary. There, you should find crystals to nourish.
Yep. Yeah, they give us tree crystals as we go along. I think that's what we used to upgrade. I keep trying to click down the left stick to run. Yeah, okay.
You finally made it. Come here by the hearth, sister.
Yep. We can go back. Interact with the campfire to switch characters. Yeah, no. We're okay. Then we do this. Welcome to When Worlds Collide. So we can join and watch and stuff like that. Okay, yep. I get to start. But we do unlock new powers and stuff. But yeah, so after my 2 appointments, then the next thing we do is, I think May 19th is my general practitioner appointment. So, I don't want the Blazing Bash, but better than the Arcana because it's less timed, so I guess I'll take that.
To consume the world.
Many greetings be upon you, children of Yukshawi.
Yes, I totally believe you're a good person.
It is our first encounter. I have brought a gift. It will help you trace your
Yep, the map. And that will surely help me. It's actually a pretty straightforward game, though. You can pick right or left at this point, or up or down, whatever you want to determine it. Now I'm alone. I wish they would have gave me that other person still. Trust me when I say I need all the help I can get. That's okay. Ouch. Stop it, you hyenas. But yeah, after my oncology, I'm gonna have to see my nurse practitioner, and then I'm gonna have to see a specialist. Unless we think that I don't need one, which I do need one. She thinks that something is, basically, we need to kill the immune system. We've known this for a long time. However, it hasn't happened. For various reasons. Mostly because they weren't doing the right tests at the right times, and yeah, so on and so forth. But we're trying our best now. What scares me is my general practitioner is like, well, you know, I don't actually have like all your stuff here
Taking back our land.
to the point where I'm glad you email me so much and tell me what's going on with you. Otherwise, there'd be something I would have forgotten. It's like, that fills me with so much confidence that you would have just forgotten me or something about my case. And it's like so many of the doctors that I can actually get have the same problems. Like, they're so overwhelmed because, you know, insurance and whatnot, and only being like a certain type of, you know, practitioner to get insurance, then, or have to do, like I call them, poor people's insurance, that because of that, everything's full up. When I was looking into possibly getting a different practitioner after the last one left, I was like, I couldn't otherwise. If I would have tried, the next thing I would have known is they were like, well, it's September now and you won't be able to even see if you jive with one till February. And I was like, I need one before then. They can't give me like a 6-month gap in care. I'm too old. So I guess I'll take the boots.
Even the smallest thing can help.
But yeah, you get a reward a lot for doing stuff in this game, depending on. Yeah, I hate those things, and I'm gonna have to play with them by myself. Dang it, where's that drunk person when you need him? Oh, no, you get out. Oh, thank God. Thank God. Okay. For once, no. I was gonna say for once I dodged, but I don't know how to heal me. I don't remember if we have to get to a certain point. I think we do. You can't just hold on to like potions or anything, to my knowledge, so I'm gonna have to keep myself alive.
This shrine is shackled. Defiled.
Shackled and defiled. You don't tell me what you did Saturday night. There we go. Okay, bubble finisher. I thought we liked bubble finisher when we played, so.
Azra and his Crimson Order aim to put all magic in chains, and the world with it. Their hands are so full of enslaved powers that they cannot guard all of it.
Let me just see if I can hit anything else now. But yeah, I'm back on my main case on Banishers. It would be such a TV show to watch.
The cataclysm eroded the bond between tribes. Azra finally broke it when his tributes forced them into scarcity.
because it would be a really good
Are
show.
heavens created by the Root Sisters. You'll be safe here. You may rest. I'll watch over you.
Yeah, well, to be fair to her, she was like brand new, and then they were like, by the way, like, you have now not just the people who the person who left, but you have like 3 other things going on. So like they gave her the caseload of 2 people, 2 practitioners. So instead of like a normal load being, let's say 30, I don't know how much, I'm just spitballing, she now has 60 patients to keep track of. And it's like they only give her the salary of 1 doctor, but they work her for like 2. So I'm just like, something's gonna fall through the cracks for me probably. Okay, you guys have bombs. That's not a good thing for me. Yeah, the bubble finisher, like when I smack them against the wall or something. By the way, these people don't like me either. So, these people with the spears for the most part are gonna start hurting me. Just because somebody doesn't like the person you don't like doesn't mean they're a good person. I have to tell people that all the time. Just because somebody says somebody's an asshole that you agree is an asshole doesn't mean they're also not an asshole. There's no better way to put that, I guess. Or when somebody says, watch out, that person's a liar, they might well be a liar, but so might the first person. They might just be telling you that for their own reasons, to make you trust them or whatever. People are people, and sometimes they people in not so good ways. Alright, there we go. And I am losing so much health. I'm gonna die again soon. But yeah, so I'm gonna have to see a specialist. I don't like seeing specialists because I don't know how it's gonna go, because they often love telling me things like, oh, this problem you're experiencing, well, it's just because fat or disability or whatever. And then here it turns out it wasn't. It was just things like, you know, cancer and whatnot. I'll give you a prime example. Like, one of the first things you learn about cancer is that it can cause unexplained weight loss. So I was in a hospital twice in like 2014, and I had lost, I think, 30-40 pounds in like 2 months time. Okay. And then there was actually a nurse that came in there and said, what have you been doing? And I'm like, I haven't been, you know, dieting or anything. I said, yeah, I've been sick like for like a week or 2 here and there, but nothing that would make me, you know, not eat. And she's like, well, whatever you're doing, keep it up, it's working. And it's like, maybe she's born with it, maybe it's cancer, because that's what it turned out to be. But they were just so thrilled that a fat woman was losing weight. They didn't look into it when I said, you know, no, I'm not really doing anything different. So they were just like, yes. And I can't tell you how many fat people I know, either personal experience or like online and some shit, where they got cancer and they went on chemo and whatever, and people were like, oh, it's the best you've ever looked. The best you've ever looked is when you're dying, because at least when you're dying you're not such a fat fuck. That's essentially what they're saying. And I know you can say, well, maybe they thought it was for their health, blah blah blah. There are reasons you just should not talk about like people's weight in general, and that's why, one of the reasons why. You don't know how someone is getting thin or losing weight or being socially acceptable. You don't know if it's from cancer. You don't know if it's from depression or trauma, or they're on a different medication that makes them like really, whatever it is, you don't know.
Of the Root Sisters. Every step you make on the land channels its life force to my tree, the radiance of Talam. Our bond is growing, and so are my powers. Even when you fail, you bring us strength. This is a
Well, thank God, because we're gonna be failing a lot here, Mom.
bring life back to his vassals until you reach him and deliver Talam and myself from his grasp.
Okay, there we go. I was able to unlock something there. You can also double tap the stick to run, by the way, if that's something you prefer over B.
My heart lies in this tree. Our connection with Talam, the roots of my rituals. Feed it crystals, and your powers will blossom.
Yeah, that's basically it. And it's like also why people gain weight. You never know why. People are like, oh, it's because of this. Could be a new medication they're on. Could be a new medical condition they have. There's something called Cushing's syndrome. Or Cushing's disease, one or the other. And it causes you to like really retain water, your face to become like a round moon face, everything. My mom had that. And it's kind of rare, but it happens. And she was bigger than ever, and she would like leak water just like moving around. Like her skin would actually be so taut with water that she wouldn't be able to like move around otherwise without leaking.
Praise the Blessed Mothers! As a guardian, I have faithfully served the Root Sisters for my whole life.
You look kind of evil though.
So this sanctuary are the primordial seeds, a gift from the Root Sisters.
Yeah, it happens a lot. People just stick their foot in a whole bunch of places that they just shouldn't. It's like, you know, let's not comment on each other's bodies that way. Whether somebody is like losing weight, gaining weight, like unless you're the doctor or something, you don't need to know. Yeah, she wants to give me training, but we're gonna just skip that. What's in the door? I forget.
This door is blocked from the inside.
Okay, that very much sounds like a Resident Evil problem. You don't know how many doors in Resident Evil they're like, well, that door is gone.
Necrotic wave!
I will take that one. I think that's a, you know, ultimate, essentially. Yeah, I don't know. It just, I don't know why it isn't registering it as good. Maybe because of their, like, one of their last ones was so damn good. I don't really know. I mean, they have a lot of good ingredients here. You know, there's the whole, like, very stylized graphics. There's the whole beat 'em up aspects with different characters. The whole roguelike, you know, gathering stuff and whatnot.
War against any trespasser. Yet I must push on.
I hope I went to the other one that was not the, nope.
Dirtborn, you are warned. The pact is broken, and the trees are hungry.
The trees are hungry, hey? Sound the alarm. Well, maybe the trees should do it. They're hungry enough. That's helpful. That keeps them, like, farther away from me. Ow. Until they leap at me themselves, then not so much. Ouch. I can block it or dodge from it. I'm just not great at dodging, apparently. Ah. You can get stuck on the other guy. Oh, I can do that. Okay, that's cool. Okay, that one's not so much. Stop it. I'm almost a third of the way down already. I thought you were dead. I thought he was dead, Shelpers. I don't know. But Husby feels the same way about this. Like, there's just something missing. It's decent, but I don't know, maybe we were just expecting like more variants or something. I don't know. It isn't as like compulsively playable to me as the other stuff they've made. It's still, you know, interesting, like the fantasy world and stuff, but like, I don't know. And there are throwable weapons, as you just saw. Like things you can pick up and throw. You can pick up and throw rocks and stuff, but... And there's the loot goblin type situation. And it's trying to get away from me. There we go. I want your money. That's the in-run currency that the thing has. It's not the tree like gems, but that's okay. You can hire a mercenary if I can get that fucking far. I can hire a mercenary for taking some of the lumps. They're not that great at helping me win this, but they are a decent distraction. There we go. See, my sword gives me a lot more range. I should use it more often. Yep, and this is the stuff that helps with the upgrades out of the run, so. There we go. Oh no, not again. Oh man, no, please. So I suppose the goblins are beholden to Azra or whatever the name is, or whatever, as much as we are. We can juggle them against the wall as well. No. Oh no, please Lord. Okay. Nope. Aw man, I tried to move. I did. Oh no, 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 no. Oh. Ah, fuck. I don't know if it's charging up for a special beam cannon or like the electric fucking force field of doom. I managed it, barely. Like my tits are coming off, but I made it. But yeah, I like Ravenwatch a lot better, but it's a top-down.
The Five Winds are powerful servants.
The story seems okay too, but... And I'm glad they have voice acting through this. A lot of indie games don't even bother. Yeah, I wish I could tell you exactly what was missing from this to make it a winner. Let's try this one. Whee! Living for the day, pussy.
Behind this bridge is the thrice holy mountain, the heart of a dead pact.
Oh yeah, I need that. I need that for sure. Stop hitting the wrong button.
Greatest treasure.
I really wish I could get more than that little bit of healing, but oh well.
I won't challenge you. My company was killed trying to fix the bridge. The goblins roam the river. Alone, I am no match for their champion. Please talk to their elder. We need a truce. If we cannot send our tribute, the Sun King will kill us all.
I do think this is a better game than the game I'm gonna play next, though.
Is down there.
But we'll see about that for sure.
A raft is arriving.
After I die, I'm just gonna, you know, go to the next one. It should not be long. Unfortunately, it should not be long. And yes, this is like one of those segments, like a contained segment, like an elevator segment, where they can knock you in, you can knock them in. Ouch, my butt. Okay, whoa. I'm barely getting missed out on that one. And yes, they can and will like do the different like angles. But you can also move out of the way that way. It is nice. I got a super thing all by myself. I didn't think I could walk on this necessarily. Money! Always need some of that as a mercenary. I'm not a mercenary, I'm a damn hero. I should have tried the other guy so you could see what he does. And I got killed by a crab. But yeah, I should go to the next one. But the other guy is a brawler. You do get other people eventually. So I did get almost to the boss by myself. New high score. That's nice. I don't feel quite so untamed on this one.
I can still feel the rushing water.
Maybe. I don't know. It's hard to pin down. It really is. But yeah, I'm gonna go and go to the last offering for the night, which I do think is the most rough one we have. Excuse me, I'm gonna have to cough. Sorry about that, Chelpers. It's been a lot lately. That almost looks like he's drinking out of a glass bottle that's also a mug, but I know that's the beer.
Buy me a drink and I'll tell you a tale of the bastards that stole all of our ale. No one has respect for stories anymore.
This game does have its its own identity. It's got its own humor and stuff like that, so I'm gonna say new campaign. Okay, there are, our various people who love drink. I was this person on my personal playthrough. I only played some. Orc with a giant axe is pretty good, or this person. Let's try this person. Okay, we're gonna start the game. I haven't played this with anybody but myself. Some of these B-Just can jump in on the other game we played together.
Producing infinite and potent booze had been stolen, snatched from the chalice where it had sat for generations, pumping life into the Moonshine Brewery and providing us all with delicious drinkies.
Okay, move and aim, but it's not a twin stick. You shoot with the right trigger still. So, yes, you aim and move, but you still have to shoot with the trigger.
And their booze, our heroes stormed into the cellars below this very tavern, intent on catching the thief.
Yep. See? Excuse me, I might need a drink. Ah, dang it. Sorry about that. We'll see if it gets rid of the tickle. I might not be drinking as much as I ought to. I have a hard time with that sometimes. Because it's not something I think about always, and I should. Okay, right bumper is offensive. So yeah, that's a rapid fire. I think my other person had like a grenade or something. Left bumper is dash, right bumper is offensive. And then defensive ability is B, which is kind of weird. Okay, I can scoot over and leave some kind of gel that will probably hurt someone else, so. Okay, what do you want me to do with my defensive ability? You want me to hit this thing? I thought I did it already. I have no idea what I'm doing wrong. Okay, got it. When I can... Oh, they just want me to go in the room behind everybody. Okay, I was like going the wrong direction. And yes, this is a lot of what the soundtrack is, so if you like a lot of the heavy guitar riff stuff, then this is going to be your jam, but I do find it a little bit repetitive because I think, like the Werehog music in Sonic the Werehog, which I don't remember what it was actually called, but you know what I'm talking about. I think the song is the same every time you get attacked, but I could be wrong. And that is one, or attacked to a certain extent. And that is one criticism I do have about Zombie Army 4 as well. Like, the soundtrack on Zombie Army 4 is a little bit, bad. Especially after a while when you're in the middle of something, it actually does a whom, whom, whom over and over noise. So, yeah, Sonic Unleashed, there we go, that was it. But the Werehog had like jazz over and over again, all the time. So if you're not like really jonesing for one particular, this ain't like BPM or whatever, so. Okay. It locked me out and then pushed me in. Thanks, game. Yeah, you get beer or whatever it is. And then you have to dodge. And of course, I kind of forget what that is already. No, I don't. Dodging gets really bitchy in this game. Because they make you do it a lot. Okay. Go up here. There we go. And yeah, you don't have a health bar. You have hit points. I have 3 hit points currently. You can increase that. Like I said, it's okay for a top down. It's just not the strongest entry. Okay, so throw a cocktail that creates whatever. Okay, so I will use it, I suppose. Unless I can't. Maybe I'm doing this the wrong way. Oh, I don't think so. Guess we can't for whatever reason. Yeah, and then the mice are drunk and then they run into the walls and stuff and try to kill you, and the enemy variety could use a little bit of a refresher in some of these games as well. I forgot which game we were playing recently, but I'm like, is it the same thing again? You know, there are a lot of games that they have like a few enemies and it's just hordes of the same 4 enemies. At least in Zombie Army, when there are hordes of the undead, they really do try to like add other types of stuff, even though they're more special zombies. But a lot of games, like zombie games, fall into that trap. Where there's like regular zombies and like spitter zombies and then exploder zombies, and Zombie Army 4 is no exception for that kind of a team zombie shooter. But since I like that formula, it's alright. They also have some more really unique ones in Zombie Army 4 as well that we don't normally have in games like this. Like, there are, let's see, well, what's a unique one? Things that are just like holding like machine guns and shit, and you have to like fight tanks occasionally because it is a war still. Oh shit. Okay, I just used my offensive ability and I got a hit point back, so yeah, you don't have to heal at specific points necessarily in this game. You can also heal just by like picking up some like hearts and shit when you go around, or whatever counts as a heart, which is really nice, because the other game it's really difficult to heal when you only have a certain opportunity or two for the healing to commence. But then again, it makes it harder, and some people that's what they want. Some people live for the challenge. I'm like, that's what difficulty levels are for. Yep. I just defeated everybody, so it's all good. And I do like the hand, so I don't get lost so much. Okay. Alright. Small chance of health. That's nice. My little critter here. Yeah, exactly. So I don't like games that like don't have that kind of variation. I mean, to be fair, right? This game is by an indie studio. And if they're gonna like reuse a track they got made, I understand that shit, right? Because honestly, if you're gonna get it, you're gonna use it, right? Why not? However, like Sega is not a small company. It's not like this indie darling. Oh shit. So for them to use the same na over and over again, yeah, no. All right, let's try to. Okay, there we go. My wuss crawled up into my throat, but I got it. All right. Let me see. To play a small trap. Okay, to play some kind of beer. Hold on a minute. A fireball, or throw a bottle that creates a puddle. No, thank you. I would like something to heal me though. If you have that on hand, I'd take that. Some kind of healing ale. Oh shit. Gee, I wonder why I would want that, eh?
Sorry. That's
Damn it. You passed out. So I'm wondering if this is like a big drunk tale. Have you tried dashing? No, I haven't. I don't know what dashing even is. I don't know what it does. Why would I even want that? I mean, some people find me dashing, but why would I want that to be a thing? Yep, got a heart. It's like there's an extra brewer or something that gives it to you when they lay it down. Yeah, some people, they don't like difficulty levels, and I'm like, I'm for them. I'm not one of these people that wants to die in one hit, permadeath, that kind of thing. I'm one of these people that likes to just enjoy and take my time or do whatever. And if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Like, I don't feel like I have to like prove anything by beating a game on hard, but if that's their jam, go for it. Like, I don't want to yuck someone else's yum. I just want to have a variety of ways to play. I really like it when games do different things, like how much damage the enemies do, how much damage you do, how much time elapses between this and that. Like, I like that kind of thing. Like, to be able to fully customize like the difficulty in that way and not just easy, hard, story, whatever. To be able to give myself more time. Sometimes all I really need is like the ability to do certain events quicker, or to hold a button instead of like rapid pressing, whatever it is. But that's also part of accessibility. So, and I understand people like complaining about yellow paint. And for the people who don't want their handheld, I could see where people would be like, well, I don't want yellow paint. Okay, then there should be a mode to remove it for people, to be fair. But they don't do that. Okay, attack, speed, or range. I will do speed. Oh no, I'll do range. She's a pretty fast attacker as it is. So there you go. We'll get that going on. But yeah, some people, they like the challenge. Me, if I just left bumper. Don't left bumper, silly. Me, if I just manage the game, I'm like, okay, I managed it. Like, you know, that's good enough for me. But some people are like, I did a no-hit run on Nightmare Mode, and I'm like, that's cool. Okay. Reroll. Let's see what happens. Receive. Okay. I don't know if I want any of these. I rerolled them for no purpose at all. Yep, here we go. Oh no. But yeah, if I have the spoons and stuff, I might take myself to the movies on Saturday. Apparently the movie Yumi and Tuscany, the company that has the movie out told them if people don't promote this, or not promote this, if people don't watch this, we're not going to make other ones. So they're like, we're not going to make other ones of this kind of movie. So if you want more like romantic comedies with black people in them, well, you better see this one or it's the only one you get. I hate it when companies fucking do that. How many times have we had a video game company be like, if you don't like this shitty fucking top-down we're giving you with 18 million crashes and bugs and live service for like $13,000, if you don't like this one and support it with everything you fucking have, you're not getting this really awesome franchise that we've been planning on and telling you about for years, because we know you guys are lying if you don't support the crappy game we gave you first. Now, I'm not saying that that's Yumi and Tuscany. People have seemed to like it. I haven't seen it yet. I do want to do it. I do want to go. But I hate it when they're like, if you don't support this one for whatever reason, if you don't like the people behind it, if you just didn't have time to go see it, like maybe you really wanted to go see it, but your kid was sick, you had other stuff you had to do, money was short this month, and it's like, well, if enough of you don't want to see it for whatever fucking reason, then fuck you. And it's like, that is so scummy and disingenuous. Yeah, exactly. Companies do that all the time. If you don't like that we, like, let's say they put Star Fox in a puzzle game. And they're like, well, if you guys don't support this glitchy puzzle game, we're never giving you Star Fox because we know you're fucking lying about wanting Star Fox. And it's just like, whoa, like, hey there, buddy, that's wrong. That has nothing to do with Star Fox. It has stuff to do with other stuff. You know, who said a fox is a puzzle game person or a critter? He's not. You know, but if you don't support him there, you don't get him anywhere else. And it's like, if you guys don't see this one movie because you haven't heard of it, though they have been promoting it a lot, to be fair. But if you guys don't see Yumi and Tuscany, like, get fucked. There are other movies that are waiting to be made, but you guys don't like these kind of movies. And I hate that because it's also like when you're an author and you're like an author who's disabled, and the publishing house is like, we already have a novel from a disabled author. One. But yeah, when you're a white, able-bodied, cis-het, whatever else author, they don't say that. Oh, another man? We can't have another man. Oh, another white person? We can't have another whitey. Oh, you walk? Fuck you. We want somebody who doesn't. Like, they don't do that to those people. They only do that to minorities. Well, we only, you know, this person only sold this many copies and they're disabled too. What does that have to do with me? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. But, you know, tokenism and all that fun stuff, so. Oh shit. Those mice are so horrible. If you angle it right, you can actually work on using those exploding barrels that walk to your advantage. Just like using exploding zombies to your advantage. I am not good at that, however. Oh shit. Somebody's vomiting again. We're in a brewery though, it makes sense. Ow. Okay, there we go. I don't want to stand next to that in case they can blow it up. Haha. Yeah, stand there. I'm not gonna, you guys can. That's a dance floor. Yeah, that's right. Those spikes, they're just dance floor enhancers. Oh man. So yeah, while I'm recovering from my appointments, I'm going to start making a lot of Miis for Tomodachi Life. I'm always kind of weirded out by like, I kind of wanted to put like the Pod Squad in there, but then it's like, if I do that, then they might end up getting like married to somebody they don't like, or that's somebody they're not married to in real life, and is that like weird or what? The good thing about it this time is if you have siblings, you can't like have siblings marry each other in this one. There was no real clear-cut way, as far as I remember, to make sure that you could not have incest as wincest in this one or the last one, so I really do appreciate that I could be like, you know, so-and-so is my brother, my sister, my whatever, so you don't end up like dating your mother, for instance, because yeah, no, and that would be no good. And the thing is, you can also say partner. I went to get the damn cheese and I ended up getting fucking shot. Yeah, that's another thing they do. It's like Hi-Fi Rush, right? Hi-Fi Rush, they're like, oh, we want more games like this. After Hi-Fi Rush came out, they fucking shit canned them. And it's like, do you really want this? I don't think you do. That would be like if the husband gave me like the most thoughtful gift of my entire fucking life, and I loved it so much, and I'm like, never get this for me again. Never buy me any gifts ever again. But I want more gifts. It's like, do you really? Because something tells me no. I don't know. Maybe it's fucking your actions that tell me no. It only works when you're up front, you know? It's wild. We want games just like the game that we praised and everybody loved, and then we just fucking shit-canned the entire dev team, that's all. You know, so many people when they grew up, they wanted to like be game devs and like work for Nintendo or Sony or whatever. Nowadays, I'm just like, if you're a dev, please consider being an indie. Please. Indies are doing more like of the more interesting games now. They're actually keeping the fucking franchise, I was gonna say, industry afloat because of all the different risks they take. You know, I'm more excited for like the cozy every year and the AAA initiative stuff than I am, well, the wholesome, I guess I should say, not the cozy, but still it's the same thing, than I am like Sony State of Play or the Xbox Showcase or any fucking thing Nintendo puts out now. It's like, how did I get from like thinking like summer was like the best time ever because I would be seeing all the newest drops from like Sony and Nintendo and Microsoft to, oh dear God, please let there be another indie presentation. Please let this Sony thing be another indie partner showcase. Yeah, literally ate me. That was not fair. It fucking spawned right as I was existing. Man alive. That squishing noise sounds very, very weird, by the way, game devs. Oh shit. I'll get through this eventually. You know, that's another thing, like all the price increases for the video games, and it's like we're having so many price increases for the consoles and shit, it's not even funny. So many people are being priced out of gaming unless you are a computer gamer with a solid rig, and even that costs money. But it's getting to the point now where a PC rig and a system aren't that much different. And that's really fucking sad if you ask me. And it's gonna be one of those hush up grandpa type situations, but back in my day, when a system was out a while, it actually got cheaper, not more expensive. But due to AI using up all the RAM and whatever the fuck else, and the tariffs and whatever, we now have a world where everything is just getting up there and staying up there as well. Because here's another secret about in the industry as a whole and other industries as well. Once they know your silly ass will pay $80 for a video game, they're gonna still give you $80 video games that aren't special edition. Why? Because they know your silly ass will pay for those games. That's why. Yeah, exactly. Sometimes I'm just like, you know how people are like, I want to go back to the past and see how we used to live, and I'm like, that would be interesting. I kind of want to go to the future until I'd remember maybe there wouldn't be any. You know, people are like, I'd like to go back to like the Middle Ages and like see castles and warriors and whatever else, and I'm like, okay. And then somebody else is like, I want to go back to like the place where like we had dinosaurs so we could see all the cool dinosaurs from a safe distance, of course. I'm like, that's fine, but I've always wanted to go to the future, not the past. One of the biggest reasons being that in the past they had less medical care and stuff, or medical advancements. Like, if I would have been born in like the 20s, the likelihood I would have been able to have the cancer treatment I did, pretty low. The likelihood of me being seen as somebody worth educating, pretty damn nil. The likelihood of me not being like shoved away in a like a basement somewhere in a disappointment room where everybody in my family just was like, no, we never had a disabled person. Oh, that was shitty. But yeah, we never had a disabled person in our family. That's not in our genes. That's not in our history. That would be pretty slim. But in the future, we have a decent chance of, you know, possibility anyway of things getting better. Now, as people and things go backwards, like, you know, research into cancers because the funding was cut, or the seeds of like sowing distrust in like vaccinations made the last vaccine for the flu only be like 20 to 30% fucking effective in this country. Just weird stuff like that. Just little itty bitty weird stuff. We are gonna not have as many advancements and shit, but we still have better advancements than we would for other stuff. Okay, no. Good lord, pot potato. Ah, shit. I used my B button as my defense mechanism, not my mechanism that dodges me. But I still made it around okay. Thank God for those incredible, generous iframes. Yeah, I just mean like the ones that have possibilities of being better, because it would just be too difficult, I think, on me. Okay, there's nothing to get. And after this death, I'm gonna quit for the stream, but just letting you know, because it's gonna happen in a second here. Yeah, I want a chance of surviving. And I would not have survived in like the 1400s or whatever, not at all. Between the no medical advancements, the fact that when people would find out I'm disabled, like, that would not be good. Maybe I could be like a court jester or something. Because court jesters and stuff, the entertainment were all often not, let's say, the most able-bodied. However, the good thing about that is, and people don't realize this about jesters, they were some of the only people that were allowed to criticize royalty freely. Well, unless you had like a really bad king, of course, but for the most part, you could criticize royalty, and a lot of times you had at least somewhat the king's ear. But of course, I was a woman, and I don't think they employ female jesters. So, because we're all supposed to be like having 20 kids, but again, wouldn't apply to me as a disabled person, because they'd be afraid like I was demon possessed or something, and that's why I couldn't walk, and then nobody would want to mate with a demon possessed lady. Well, besides demons, I guess. They wouldn't mind it. If there's a demon already inside of you, hint, hint, nudge, nudge. So, oh my god, I just thought of an erotic horror novel about a woman who's possessed who, like, ends up having a relationship with demons because the demons are already in her anyway, so... Okay. I was able to outspeed that. Oh boy. Give me the bread or the cheese or whatever that is. If it's cheese and beer, it's a Wisconsin game through and through. Because most people from Wisconsin have some kind of German lineage. So we have bratwurst and brewskis and all sorts of stuff here. Wee. Okay, what French hell? Oh no. Okay, Shelpers, I've never done this one by myself. Or never played this part before. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. The O of surprise. No. No, thank you. I'm just gonna run off there. Okay, that was a new one I did not see before. Anything for healing? Anything for healing? Healing? No. That's fine. I'll take it. I'll take it, I'll take it, I'll take it. Because we need to get to this next part here, and oh, Mayhem. Lords of Mayhem. The one that's always sick in the background. That's another thing, is if I went into the past, I would miss bathrooms too much. Like, modern hygiene is so good compared to back in the day, quote unquote. I understand though where it would be cool to like go back to the past for like brief moments to see how things really operated, or even to be like at a concert of a band that no longer exists, or see a movie on premiere night that you love, like to be one of the fans in line for Star Wars and be able to like tell people how big it's gonna be, or like in some weird twist of irony going to like Back to the Future in the theaters back in the day when it was new, that kind of thing, you know. I think that would be really interesting for like small bits of time where you could just appear and like with the latest or the fashions and stuff of the time, and nobody really noticed you too much, and you could just go back home when you were done. Now me, they'd be like, what is this? And it's my power wheelchair. I would have a really hard time letting them know what that actually was. It's a prop for the movie. Isn't it futuristic? I am a commander from a rocket ship or something. Everybody, you know, all the cool people are going to be using these in like 50 years. And it's a power wheelchair. There's like a small subset of people out there that think disabled people are the coolest because I laid the seeds of, not Discord, but the seeds of in their brain that people like me are going to be amazing. So we wouldn't have had to go through what we went through nearly as much. That would be interesting. Just like, you wouldn't be able to like change the entire society by like going back and doing stuff, because that wouldn't be allowed. But just like messing with people, oh shit, a tiny bit would be funny as hell. Alright, Chalpers. I gotta hit the road. I have to get some food in me before I turn into a pumpkin, and I need it to digest before they scan me in the morning. So I'm gonna let you go, but Friday hopefully will be Zombie Army 4. Hopefully that will be with the husband. Husband and I are going through it right now by ourselves, so we can kind of get the hang of it, and we'll see what happens. And I will see you all then, and I hope you're okay and that you take care of yourselves, and you remember that you're so fucking important, even when the world is burning down. Remember that every time you can find some bit of joy, every time you can do something that makes you laugh or whatever, that's an act of resistance, and resistance is powerful. All right, everyone. See you later. Bye.